Welcome back, everybody. FSB Racing Friday night Winston Cup action. I'm your host, Shawn Reap, with my partner in crime, back from Christmas vacation. I hope Santa was good to you. It's the monster, Milt Minter Jr. How you doing, buddy?
Awesome. What is this? The umpteenth season of the umpteenth year
Yes.
of FSB has been around almost as long as my kid has, you know?
Yes, that's officially
Racing
it.
And NASCAR 2003 and Daytona race number 1 of a 12 race season, right?
12 race season, three seasons a year. This is season 39, year 19, I guess, technically, because you count 2003, then last year would have been the 18th year of racing this game.
Yeah, founded by the great Jim Ray and carried on by the great Smoke.
Carried on, yep, Sam Young. And we have got a full field tonight. You look at that tiny little Sunoco sign. Well, it's actually that way on your screen. Down at the end of pit road, you'll see there is a pit box up against it. We have got a full house. We had people having trouble getting in tonight.
No more drivers. I mean, that's it. You're going to have to pack up and go home.
That's it, yeah.
Fortunately, they didn't have to do that. And we got them all.
So,
we got all the studs. We got all the names. We got FSB Racing at its best. Professional NASCAR 2003 sim racing.
We got the champion, Slim Jim Gately. He wins the championship finally last season with his number one fan, Doris Gately. Mama Gately cheering him on again tonight. Great to see you back.
There she is. Hi,
in
Doris.
The chat. Then he goes and he kicks COVID's butt. And he's ready to come out here and do it again. He's ready to defend that title. And he's starting about mid-pack tonight. Like, let's get the starting grid up here. I mean, you see a lot of cars qualified, but a lot chose not to.
On the pole.
On the front row with the Highwayman, Jim Christopherson.
Oh, no, my bad. The Highwayman he won, yep.
There's so many cars in tonight that, yeah, you gotta scroll it there. So, yeah, full field tonight. Jason Dulper, Dave Jandry, always great super speedway drivers. They're up there in the second row. Rick Johnson, new paint for Rick Johnson. He's in orange this year. You're gonna mistake that a few times, Milty. I guarantee it.
Well,
he's been running that red box car
PPG
forever.
Guy, then he became the red box guy, and he's bottom line is the 8-time Pro Cup champion and multiple champion here. I have a feeling that Highline Racing is out for business this year.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's got his teammate Chris Beckman right there with him. So, yeah, they're hatching a plan right off the start. Expect them to do something smart. Either get up front and stay there, or if it gets too dicey for them, I wouldn't be surprised to see them drop to the back and just try and work the pit stops. Jeff Hale, super speedway specialist there, P7. Greg Palmer, Will Farmer, Evan Castle. Bob Williams, good qualifying effort. Matt Stewart in the 90. Brian Lovell here I think this is going to be his first full season. I think he joined us part way last year. He coming off a great run in the TCR series in the off-season, the special event we do on super speedways. He was my teammate, and I was able to push him to a win at this track in the TCR. So he's looking for good things tonight in those petty colors. Keith Cordier, Kevin Mays, Dave Ellens, Bill Farmer, and there's your defending champ, Slim Jim Gately. Like I said, mid-pack, putting the 23 car, 18th on the grid. You got Brian Lamb racing tonight.
He's got so much Slim Jim in his house, he don't know what to do. I mean, they're just piling that stuff up after his championship.
Yeah, big party down there. Steve Webb in the 19th spot, rather. Jeff Habbock, Brad Otto, your series admin, returning once again. Ryan Johnson, love everything he does to keep this running and get things updated. As you see, cars are finally taking the track for happy hour after an extended drivers meeting because, well, it's a new year, a new season, as Matt Watkins decides to mow the grass instead of deal with this pit road traffic.
That's what he do, you know.
You got to make sure everybody's ready to mind their P's and Q's. A big field like this is exciting, but you don't want it to turn into a caution fest. Now, this track's pretty good, though.
Yeah, absolutely. This is Daytona. and we got a 30-plus car field, and the big one's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, and maybe a couple big ones. How you survive that. The great thing about starting the year out with this race is anybody can win. These guys are all pro sim racers, and they're definitely capable. We could look for somebody that you don't think could win this race, but you're also looking at guys looking at a championship and trying to get the best finish, plus team strategies. Uh, if you have green flag runs, you can have, no tire, 2-tire stops.
Green flag stops, you're mostly going to be pulling
explain,
2 tires. Green flag stops, you're going to be going mostly 2 tires all night long. The tire wear is not very significant here, and you don't want the risk of a little delay. Get into your stop there on a 4-tire change, as you get a great view of Lake Lloyd there on the backstretch as we watch these guys take final practice. A little trivia about this track: this 2.5 mile super speedway, high banked super speedway built in Florida here. They had to dig a lake, or they dug a ditch basically to get the dirt for the banking,
well, and
that filled in.
Yeah,
exactly. So that filled in, and that became what's called Lake Lloyd back there. And more than a couple cars have landed in that over the years, though not recently. I remember last time I think someone did it was a Goodies Dash driver back in the 90s. I think Mario and
one of the
Unsers landed in there.
The safety a little bit better.
Absolutely. We got Tom Jackson. There we go. Couldn't get the camera to switch. In that new colors there, Domino's Pizza on the 87.
What was that? That's time for my close-up, Mr. DeMille? Or
Mr. DeMille?
Well, so, okay, as a driver, what are you thinking? Race strategy. These guys are going to want to go 2x2 like you see on TV, and they're definitely capable of it. Work towards that first stop. If you're in the lead, you want to stay there, and you want to have teammates.
Absolutely.
You want to have good. It's all all fun and games until you got to pit at Daytona and go from 192 miles an hour.
Oops, we got a car turned over in the pits
55 miles an hour.
Yeah, see, and the guys are practicing these pit stops.
Folks, you're watching guys pitting right now. They're practice pitting. I drove around this track a long time, but my pre-race routine was all about pit stops. I run a lap and pit, run a lap and pit. Because you mess that up, you're done.
Yeah, you lose the draft here, it's over. You are toast. You need a caution. So I'm thinking, I'm also known as somewhat of a super speedway specialist, although Daytona has not always been the kindest to me. I would, if I'm not up front in those first few rows and on the bottom, I'm going to the back with a field this size.
Yeah, and you see that with guys qualifying. I've seen some early season telltale things here. First of all, the highline racing with Rick Johnson and Chris Beckman really focusing on qualifying. I know A-Time there and racing against him in like specialized series at FSP throughout the years, Super Speedway series and stuff. I mean, he became my teammate. He was always the enemy until he was my teammate, and I was like, dude. And dude has a book. He has a book that he pulls out, and it tells him what to do. I mean, he's got it down. I mean, that team is definitely, they got a plan here. Then you got Steve Weber and them guys, the Monsoon guys. A little different plan here. They're sticking towards the back. Steve qualified, but you're seeing great Matt Watkins, not taking time here. So they're looking to avoid the big one. So where do you go? It's going to be a tough one, If you can qualify up front, then it's easier, all you see is the racetrack. But after that, all you see is the rear end of the guy in front of you, and it's extremely stressful. The most stressful sim racing there is.
Absolutely. And one thing that translates 1-to-1 in sim versus real racing, what we do versus what the pros do, is that reaction time and that concentration that's required. When stuff goes wrong, it is in a heartbeat, and you begin to understand how these big ones happen with a bunch of professional drivers out there. It's because you can't. The human can only react so fast to a giant pileup in front of them as we were ready to take the grid here. Again, Jim Christopherson, the highwayman, on the pole in those Western Auto DW colors. So do we you know what? Yeah, we'll make our picks tonight. And I got to get a little dig in at our defending champion. If I can find him. There we go. Slim Jim Gately.
Rick Johnson.
Yeah, you're going to take Den. I'm going to take Slim because he self-busted himself for a restart passing too early last night in the truck series at iAdmin. So he said I could do what I want to him. Yeah, I'm going to give him the broadcaster jinx. Drivers, going with Slim Jim. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mama Gately. But, yeah, I got to tease Slim a little for the self-busting.
Well, folks, enjoy the show.
Absolutely.
Racing at its best, and let's get ready to rumble here.
Let's get a look at that new paint for Rick Johnson, as noted earlier. There he is, the Husqvarna number 52, right next to his Lando Lakes teammate, Chris Beckman. Chris painted that up for Rick in the off-season.
Yeah, Rick's not a painter. He's a drummer and a driver. Plays in a band, and he's also a top-notch auto body man.
Absolutely. Many multi-talented people here, including the aforementioned Chris Beckman, who joins us here in the booth as he's getting ready to get the rolling start here. How you doing there, Chris? And what's your game plan tonight? Because I know you two got one.
Hey, guys. I just wanted to stop by and say hello. Wish you guys good luck for tonight. Yeah, I think track position will be pretty important when we get down to the end. I think whoever manages that well will have a good night.
Yeah, I was saying if I was up front like you guys, I just want to get on the bottom and stay there until it's go time. And if I was stuck on the high liner and further back, I'd just drop back. This is a big field, so hopefully we can keep it clean. We'll be keeping an eye out for you and everybody else out there, and good luck, buddy.
Good luck, bro.
All right, he's gone down to his team channel so he can focus on the impending start of the race. The FSB pace car is about to duck down pit road, and Happy New Year, everyone. Green flag on 2021 coming right up.
Oh, good start, but then Bill Farmer and Slim Jim Gately might have had a little contact there. Real close.
Slim and they both seem okay down on the bottom right now. See, Chris Beckman, he got himself down to the bottom line, but he lost several rows there. And not quite with his teammate.
Bill Yarbrough back in this race. Computer issues. Got that computer running. Been talking to him. Has just been working his butt off, and wasn't sure if he was going to be able to race, but he is here tonight. Kid Hansen gets around Pops Markson. I mean, in the hospital, all kinds of issues. Had a minor stroke. you know, pictures on Facebook and stuff of him getting better, and he's back on the track. What a trooper. You can't keep a good man down, and you can't keep Pops Markson down. And that Scotch Blue Ford, the iconic paint here at FSB.
What a sight was that there. Look at that huge field going through the tri-oval. I just had to put that camera angle up full screen there. That is a long line of cars. All up to full song now in the draft.
Everybody be real careful, which is going to hurt some of the guys as they lose that lead pack. As Christopherson in that Western Auto car leads the field.
Yeah, I think they got a clean enough start that people aren't going to be hurt by that too badly. Brian Lovell popping out of line in the 043.
I always like it right up front. And put the one thing you know when you're in front, you can keep the pedal down to the metal. You're behind, you got a lift, you got that draft. With a big field here, you're hoping gas is not an issue. Put me up front, boss, and let me roll. Jason Dolfer in that 63 car, you know, just, accentuating from last year, his great run towards the end of the season, consistent qualifying runs and speed. He's the real deal. And here he is again. Rick Johnson all the way from 5th to 3rd. The orange man there, definitely new paint. And then super speedway stud Jeff Hale at 29 4th. Will Farmer, we talked to him a little bit before the race. Young fellow's really excited. Got his license a while back, yeah, so.
Yeah, young Will Farmer there in P5. I think he's 18 now, so he's off in college.
Paul Williams in the 57. We've had a lot of talks with him and talking about his humble approach to coming into the league like this, and his expectations for where he wants to get in this league. And right now, this is a really good spot to be getting at in P6. Humble and talking about, just trying to make baby steps and improve.
We'll go through and try and feature some of our new drivers new to FSB this season. You see they're stuck up on the high side near the back of the pack. You got the 740 car of Michael Moore. No, not that Michael Moore, but that is his name. And so he's there in that blue 740. He's kind of hung up to dry up there, but he's hanging tough.
Well, we'll have to get more info on him as to his experience and, welcome to Friday night at FSB, sir.
Yeah, I think his story was he was away from it for a while and is coming back into it. They got Matt Ace.
We have a lot of guys. There used to be so many leagues. Now FSB is pretty much one of the premier leagues that's left. NASCAR 2003.
Yeah, Matt Ace
rolling there. Brad Otto. 1, 2, 3, 4. United States Marine Corps.
And Matt Ace there passes Michael Moore in that orange default. We got to get some paint on that number 19, but he's also new to us this season, so we welcome Matt Ace.
Ace, baby.
Hey, boys.
Hey, Dan.
Dan Jones in the house. What's up, Dan?
I wish I was racing.
Man.
Missed this place, that's for sure.
Well, how you doing, buddy? I haven't talked to you in a while. You missed the first week of the season here.
Yeah, no, running, the whole week, man, it sucked. But health comes first.
Absolutely glad to hear you, and hopefully you're feeling better than last time we spoke.
Yes, getting there. Got some diagnosis. Got to go get some rusty valves taken care of. So.
Wow. Hang in there, brother.
Absolutely. But we appreciate you popping in. And what happened here to get Matt Watkins about to be lapped? We apparently missed something at the start of this race that got Matt Watkins caught out.
I can backtrack and take a look at that. Things are pretty chill right now, folks. That's typical Daytona. You better wait for the finish and the big one that's probably going to happen.
He was on the pits on lap 4. So I'm wondering if he was serving a black flag.
Yeah, I saw it. Lap 5, he's going through pit road, looking on the scanner. We just see Matt Watkins pitting, so.
Nah, he had a clean start.
Yeah.
I'm watching the replay on camera 2 here. No, yeah, that is a mystery, and we are going to have to find out what happened to Matt Watkins, the co-goat, later on in this race. We got more chat check-ins there. Yoshi Link, good to see you back this season. Kim Wright, probably watching from work, cheering on Jeff Havoc there in the high line, hooked up with Brad Otto. You got those red, white, and blue cars up top. And Danny Falcon, who's actually hanging out in our lobby right now, too. But good to see Danny, and hopefully get him back on the track soon. We're going to keep bugging him until he does it. And speaking of which,
a relentless beast, that's for sure.
Speaking of which, I'm going to bug Dan until he can make a comeback, too. Because, that's what I do. That's what teammates are for.
Yeah,
that's what teammates are for.
Tuesday nights, I wanted to beat your record.
Well, you'd have to do it 2 more times.
I know, but I was on a roll, so
that's true. You got to start with 2 to do it. Yeah, in case you're wondering, I was fortunate enough to win the championship 4 times in a row on Tuesday, and Dan just got back to back.
Take a look at what the 15 did. He came down. It looked like a stop and go or fuel. So being he was in the back, I'm thinking there was no penalty. He didn't serve any penalty. Didn't post any penalty. I'm thinking. Being he was in the back, he just went ahead and got fuel.
That doesn't make any sense, though, because it's cost him a lap. He went by himself. I'm thinking maybe he had an equipment problem that he just had to fix. And
that's possible.
Knowing Matt Watkins, he decided it was better.
It didn't take much time. He just pulled in and gave him a calibration issue.
Yeah, knowing Matt, he felt it was better to take care of that early and risk losing a lap than to risk wrecking the car. Yeah, let's go.
We need some in-car, what these guys are dealing with.
Let's see who's in an interesting spot.
Looks pretty sedentary right now, but there's Danny Falcon. What's up?
Let's go on the aforementioned Matt Watkins, even though he's not in a lead lap position currently.
This is what you see right here. Follow Slim Jim Gately, P38 here. Got the lucky dog here, so no damage, no time to trip here. A lot of stuff can happen. This is what you see. You got people all around you. High density stuff right here.
You see him trying to work around the 06 there of our series sponsor, Bill Farmer. Once again, putting up the hardware these guys are racing for. It's been several seasons in a row now, and we appreciate that.
You can hear all the cars around you. Look how close they get. You have to lift, get a run. can't really go nowhere, so you have to breeze the throttle.
Now we'll jump on board the 06 of Bill Farmer.
Right there.
And we'll jump on with Bill Farmer, see what it looks like on the outside line as he squeezes down to the inside line. He had a window and he jumped in there. Let's go see if we can join Jeff Habik up ahead of him.
Yeah, right now it looks like guys are kind of bottom feeding, which is typical. You're going to see that outside line slowly develop over time. When guys want to go somewhere, these guys really want to get to that first pit stop. I mean,
which, by the way,
90 miles an hour for Bill Farmer there, under 92 in the center of the corner.
Speaking of that first pit stop,
196.
We're coming up on that because we are 16 laps in, and you get about 18 to 20 at a super speedway in these physics.
Scanner here. Intensity level is just, there's no more stressful racing than this. Nothing on the scanner yet. See them all getting single file on the bottom though.
Yeah, these guys up high, they want to get down, and they want to get down soon. But they also don't want to take themselves out doing it.
And as teams, let's take a look here. Let's see where Rick Johnson and Rick Johnson always has a plan, dude. I'm telling you.
So is Matt Watkins. So I'm really curious what he's doing. But yeah, Rick Johnson's got himself parked in third there, and he has not moved from that spot all night. And his teammate is about 3-4 cars back of him on the low line.
And they're going to want to go together. A lot of times, Rick Johnson may try to be the first one to pit and get out of sequence with the other cars, get a clean stop. They can still make the next marker, the next spot you want to get to
window,
as far as window. And maybe take a little less than full tank. And a little bit early, you could take maybe 10 and a half and get out of there quick. Maybe no tires.
We got cars hitting pit road. Looks like DeRocket and Slim.
Down pit road.
Oh no, Slim slides on pit entry.
The 101 of Jeff Habik pitting.
Oh, disastrous pit stop. The 3 has to back up, and the 23 slid sideways into the pit road.
Now there's more stress because they're coming. Now they all have to come. Christopherson pitting again. Did something happen to him, or?
No, he didn't pit yet at all.
Well, he signaled early, which I would have done at the same time. Here comes the leader.
Here comes a gaggle of cars. Oh, there's a wreck. Wreck coming into pit road.
On the entry. Rick Johnson stays. I think he's going to take the lead, and caution has to come out here, and the caution is out.
Oh, that is a huge wreck coming off turn 4 outside pit road.
Could be the big one.
It's pretty big.
It's pretty big. There's lots of things I could say about that, but I won't.
We will keep it family rated.
Rick Johnson slowing down with Jeff Hale and Will Farmer. They inherit the lead with that group.
So here's our replay.
We have a lot of stuff to
see where
here.
Okay. There's the epicenter. It looks like the 115 was trying to get down, and the 41 was not pitting. You watch them, they're kind of in the center of the screen. There's the initial contact. 115 Dave Allen's out into Brad
my
Otto.
gosh. Bob Williams, minding his own business, got hammered, and I think so did Lovell got hammered too there.
Bill Yarborough.
They were, oh my gosh. Because dude turned exit stage left right there, it looked like. Oh my gosh. Okay, you're showing it again here. Let's see. What do we got here? Okay, this. So you see those guys going down? And Dave Ellens looks like he got into it with Mr. Bojangles, and it escalated from there. Was that the 55 car, Evan Castle? New paint for him. They're going to have to paint that thing again, I think.
Not sure what happened to get Bill Yarborough in it. Let's see. I see Bill just reacts to that, and he doesn't realize Kevin Mays is to his outside.
Yeah, they're already
like
crashing in front of him, and he doesn't see Kevin Mays. Yeah, Bill comes up into Kevin Mays there, definitely. Bill's definitely.
Steve Weber
he expects a lot out of himself there. Well, he will definitely be unhappy with that.
So yeah, there was a lot of carnage there. It might be easier to figure out who wasn't in that.
These guys were focusing on the cars crashing on the inside there, and sometimes, you only have two eyes, I mean. Looking at that at the same time, cars around you. Welcome to Daytona, son.
Absolutely. Welcome to Super Speedway Racing. I'm going to try and find someone who got through that whole mess and ride with them.
Yeah, we're going to get some e-car because that'll make your sticker pecker. You got Chris Beckman and Dan Jones. Chris, you got caught up in that stuff, didn't you?
No, you got clear.
No, it looks like I'm good. I almost got into it. It was a very close call.
Okay.
Yeah, car turned into your right side, and that was where it was on from my perspective here.
Yeah, it looked like a car from the high lane trying to get down into the pits.
Yeah, I thought they either assumed you were pitting or didn't realize you were there or something.
Welcome to Daytona.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I was looking at, how high you and your Highline teammate, that guy, 8-time, they're qualified. Seems you guys are meaning business here. But, Daytona is a crapshoot, so you know that. And
well, so far that game plan, that crapshoot, is working out for him. As you see, Rick Johnson has inherited the lead through this. And Chris has come out. Where are you now? 6th or 7th?
Yeah, it looks like I'll be 6th, probably.
Who was saved by that were the 3 and the 23, as they had a terrible pit stop, and they were definitely going to lose the draft if there was not a caution. But I think I found who I want to ride on board with through that wreck. We're going to get on top of the 9 car here of Ken Hansen, and you just see what you see when the big one happens in front of you. Cars diving off and then smoke.
There it is. Woo, woo. Yeah, I'm through. Oh, wait, I'm not through.
Yeah.
Slow down.
Yeah, all these cars are slowing down ahead of them.
Woo! Wow. Who did you almost get in the back end there? Back of
maybe Ryan Johnson.
Brian, was that Brian did or Castle? That was close. Good time for me to step away here. Sponsored by Budweiser, the king of beers.
Here we have Tom Jackson, the Domino's Pizza car. He was about to pit, and he saw this unravel in front of him, and he wisely aborted that pit and just slowly drove through it. Rex in front of him, Rex behind him, Rex all around, and clear. Good job by the 87 there. Tom Jackson returned to Friday night. All right, so that puts us at lap 24 here. Going to restart this on lap 25. Rick Johnson, your leader. Jeff Hale there in P2. The 95, Will Farmer. 23, Slim Jim Gately. And the 51 of Dave Jandry, who went flying on Tuesday night in the chicken run. Did a cartwheel. He was checked and released from Halifax Medical Center and was able to rejoin us tonight for another go at Daytona. Lights are off on the FSB pace car. Jim Ray, the founder, checking in. Saying, hey guys, have a great season. Opening weeks are fun. You bet they are, Jim. And look at this thing you built, still going all these years later. We got a full house tonight. Hope you stick around. And of course he's rooting for the 52. Because of course he is. And the pace car is off.
Jim Ray in the house watching. What's up, buddy? You did this, brother. You saw it, made it happen. That's Jim Ray right there. That's like the Bill France of FSB here.
Big draft down the backstretch. Jeff Hale, Will Farmer,
Yeah,
Jim Gately.
They bailed on the 52 there.
They really did.
Yes, and the 52 got smoked. Things are changing. The ebb and flow of Daytona.
But that's going to let him pick up his teammate Ken Hansen making a stop.
Jeff Hale is one of the best I've ever seen on super speedways. Back problems, stuff like that. We'd love to see the 29 get one. We know what he can do.
Will Farmer's got some ideas, and he's looking underneath the 29. Meanwhile, the teammates there, the checkered flag teammates, are on the high line together. Someone has spun to the inside of pit road there.
Yeah, I heard some tires going around there. These guys are just getting started. This is only going to ramp up. They were just trying to get around for a while here.
Well, that was the 22 coming in for a stop.
Laps here. They're going to get busy.
Yeah, that was the 22 coming in for a pit stop. Must have had another penalty there.
Slim Jim Gately, he was back in the weeds a while back. Doris, there's your son up there, like P4, P2.
Well, he was able to benefit from that disastrous pit stop in the end because he could just come in and top off and come out with everybody. Him and the 3 were saved by that huge wreck coming into pits. Matt Watkins should be back on the lead lap. Should have been your lucky dog recipient, but he has lost the draft where he is currently.
Yeah, he needs another caution for sure. Well, that's the chance you take.
We got
oh boy,
pace car.
Dave Jandry on the apron. He's not looking good in an apron there. All right, bro. No harm, no foul, no blood. That'll get your blood flowing for sure. And 190 got 190 plus. 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 They're slowing down. Caution is
Yeah,
out.
trying to find that caution, and I think I did. Nope. Oh, now I found it. So if you look over here, we got Chris Landry on the high side, Tom Jackson low, and Shane Wisman and Bob Den and the 55 of Evan Castle all coming in there to turn one. Looks like they kind of checked up to avoid a 3 wide and still got together.
Oh, he got the apron there.
Yeah, 55 got the apron.
You know, apron bad.
Oh, and then clipped by Johnny Doucette as he
got plowed there.
Well, that was a heavy hit.
Talk to me, son. You okay?
Huh? Oh,
34 of Shane Wisman. You know, very good season last year.
Sniffy thing you gave me.
I have to see. Got hammered there. What he got left.
I think you took it back, Alex. Saw it here and you took it back. Yesterday.
Got Dan Jones in here, and we got former FSB veteran and race winner champion Danny Falcon. What's up, Danny?
Yeah, welcome, Danny.
Got a copy, Danny?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep. We can
There you go, bud.
What do you think of all this stuff?
Yeah, no, it looks very exciting. 52 up there, and they got him on the top line just a few minutes. Fine, but no.
Yeah, you're cutting out a little.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I just wanted to congratulate you guys on a very good broadcast. You guys have some type of chemistry.
We have fun. That's what,
it's
what it is, man.
You know?
He's got Bud. He's got Bud, and I've got buttons to push, so we're in our element.
Bud's for you.
Chris, man. Okay, reset strategy here, bro.
Yeah, I didn't really see much point in pitting there as long as we had some other cars that stayed out with us. We've got a group to come in with, so staying up front again.
Yeah, that's what I do too.
Absolutely, yeah, that's good strategy. Absolutely, there.
And most you'd be doing this time by would be just topping off anyway, so not really worth it.
Yeah, I didn't see any big enough advantage to get us down pit road.
And we are looking at
with a big
laps
field,
to go.
you have to assume, or hope that you can continue track position by other people's misfortune.
It's 2 stops no matter what from here.
Yes, sir.
I hear clutching all around, though.
You got to save fuel all the time.
Absolutely.
It doesn't just matter about how many laps you can make. It matters how much time when you decide to get fuel.
And for anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, in this game, in this game, the clutch, when pressed all the way in, takes the place of the ignition switch that you would have in iRacing and other sims.
Yeah.
Shuts the engine off so you can coast and save a little fuel.
I'll tell you, I won a lot of races doing the same thing that they're doing right now. I mean, that clutch works, and you save a lot of fuel doing that for sure.
Well,
I bought a clutch pedal just for that.
ECR guys, Danny, back in the day with Rick Johnson. So you know the status quo. He's got a notebook, huh, bro?
Well, we at one point in time we used to dominate these races, and it was me, Wacky, Rick Johnson, and I forgot who the other teammate was, but yeah, every Tuesday we used to dominate these, and sometimes they were fuel strategy and just putting in the clutch and just winning it on fuel strategy.
Yeah, you definitely kicked me in Jim Ray's butt many a time.
I remember those days.
Cars in the back pitting now. These guys are all smart. They have to be crew chief and driver. But when you have teammates and you have history, I mean, these guys are professional sim racers already coming up on the halfway point. It's only going to get more exciting. Folks, you got to hang out. And
Ken Hansen there on the inside.
No, it's going to get more intense.
Ken Hansen there on the inside. He is a lap down due to whatever sent him to pit road after that last restart. So he's going to try and hang out up there, get hooked up, and stay in the lucky dog spot.
You know, points schmoints. You know, winning Daytona is something special. Even though it's a sim race and it's not real, it still means something for all us sim racers that wish we were real race car drivers. We put a lot of time into this, and we consider ourselves professionals, and to win against a great field like this is a culmination of a lot of hard work.
Absolutely. And this place is, I've had a love-hate relationship with it. I think I've won here 4 times at FSB, and all the other times they ended up on my lid.
I mean, try this, you know. I mean, I've had like co-workers hang out and it'd be like, we're drinking some beers. Dude, come try my simulator, you know.
Yeah, so you take them out on Daytona, and then they realize.
Then I get on it, and they're like, "Wow, dude."
It only took Earnhardt about 20 years.
You're pretty good.
Don't feel bad.
Oh yeah, well he had ridiculous luck. Hitting a seagull. I mean, come on, who hits a seagull and loses a race because of it?
So we
got the green flag back out.
What's the story here?
Ken Hansen and Greg Palmer both served penalty there. Oh, how did Bubba Razor sneak into this race without us noticing it? Look at the 4-car.
Yeah, we didn't even see him. Oh boy, apron. Possum Hollow forever, dude. And Bubba Razor, talking about a guy that's had, deal with some stuff here in life.
Yeah, that number 4 car down on the bottom. See the Iowa Hawkeyes and Alborn on the car. He has kicked cancer's butt.
That's our FSP band right there.
Yeah, his grandson Alex Razor is the drummer for Alborn.
It's just so wonderful. Yeah, you know what? When you have a league that's it's like me and Danny, we've known each other for so long. We've all known each other for so long, and people have life issues. You get attached. You know, I mean, and the caution is out.
Yeah, we're already back under yellow here, and I'm trying to find it. And I found it. Oh my goodness. I think that was a missed shift.
Every now and then, a blind squirrel finds a nut.
Look at this. 740 and Michael Moore going into turn 1 and 2 here, right about when you're about to shift into 4th gear. He, boom.
Blows up. Oh my God. Did he miss a gear? Or?
That's what I'm speculating. I think he missed a gear. That car just went around on him.
Michael Moore just explodes on the track there. I really love those colors of that car.
Yeah, it's cool.
Welcome to FSB, dude, but man, what a bummer. That's racing, folks.
Hopefully he didn't lose the engine, but it doesn't. I don't know if he lost the gear doing that.
It had to be like a misshift there.
Yeah, back end is bashed in pretty good, too. Right on board and listen to that. Look at that. We got Dog checking in, cheering on Bubba.
Dog Palmer, what's up, brother?
Oh, you hear that telltale sign of the engine hitting the chip? That was definitely a missed shift.
Yeah!
Yeah,
Bam!
here.
It can happen to you, and then it can happen to you again.
Oh, yeah. Well, when I
Steve
first got my
McQueen,
Thrustmaster shifter, I did that a couple times. In fact, I did a Daytona last time we were here last season in the chicken run with Dan right behind me. I missed a shift, and I slammed it from instead of going from third to or from second to third. I slammed it back into first, and Dan got me from behind and sent me flying. That was my fault, though, because I missed the darn shift. So we were not quite to the halfway mark here.
We got juggling of the lineup for show here. And we were busy watching the replays, and Rick Johnson back down.
Here's a 9-car, probably serving.
Because they didn't stop the last time, so the ebb and flow continues.
9-car here of Ken Hansen. Should be your lucky dog, I believe. See if he speeds here. Oh, he's got to wait for Bubba. Oh! A little negotiation there as they get out of the pits.
Chris Landry looks like just fuel for him. 76 ball car there.
Yeah, Rick Johnson listed
You got
25th
a nice
now.
Little, 76 ball next to you when the fans see you after the race there, they'll see that. If they didn't catch that before, that's a little addition to your wall of fame there.
I figured it was appropriate there.
Absolutely. You know, I wish I could get to every one of these days, so I'm gonna try. You know, T.G. Reese, long time buddy. Been known this dude for like 15 years. Multiple leagues, and came here to stay. And T.G.'s still fighting in there. That Skull Bandit car, ding,
Ding!
Johnny Doucette got some new paint too.
Yeah, he's got that orange crush car, and he crushed it pretty good when he caught another car before.
Yeah, he got caught up in that melee for sure.
It was a pretty hard hit, but the car kept running.
Hansen, that's what he gonna run. Yeah, of course. Taste the mountain water.
They're gonna probably see.
Brian Den is going to run that 11 car, and he's going to run that Darrell Waltrip paint job. That don't see him changing that. This is a good run here for Den. See what happened. Michael Moore,
a few cars topping off this time, bud.
There. Welcome to FSB, but hanging in there, and hope you're having fun, dude. You know they're having fun. Rick Johnson, P24, just very odd. Not sure what the heck's going on with that.
Maybe you've incurred a penalty on his pit stop. There's a lot of guys that end along this line right now. A lot of studs
back here. You know, guys that qualify.
He's got Jeff Hale there in front of him.
Hi. Curious. That's Daytona, though. These guys are on different strategies here. Rick Castle doing what he do, which is run clean and try to get to the front.
Oh, by the way, look who's back to P4 after being a lap down. Mama, here come that man. The co-goat, Matkins.
I'm Batman.
I'm Pac-Man.
Oh, it's Pac-Man. Oh,
Yeah, Pac-Man. Mark DeRocket DeSenza, Slim Jim Gately up there. Greg Palmer is going to be tail end here on this restart, so technically starting on the point, but tail end of the lead lap as we are back to green with the FSB pace car off the track.
we talk about this race that anybody can win, especially in this league with all these pro drivers, as definite a possibility. I got to mention one guy here. That's the 59 of Ryan Johnson. That's a guy we don't talk about until the end of the race. He's starting to move up. And that's what he do. Brothers body and paint. What he does.
Absolutely, Ryan Johnson.
You don't even think about him, and you don't talk about him, and you don't see him, and all of a sudden, as the race unfolds, now he's in the top 10. Effing around here, I'm chilling.
Looking for his teammates up top right now.
Just watch out for that dude.
He's one of those guys who just wants to keep the car under him and be there at the end, and that's paid off for him many times. Remember, there was one race that was at Nashville, the short track, but we were just like, there's no way anybody can make it to the finish, and
exactly.
Sure enough,
hell do we know?
Pitts were cycling through, and we're like, wait a minute, why is 59 in the lead? Oh, well, he didn't pit.
You drive all the time, so you're supposed to know, but you didn't even know.
I didn't think he could go that far.
Yeah, and you're pretty smart, so if I had you as a crew chief, I probably could have won, a few more races.
It would be fun if we could crew chief for each other for real in here, so we didn't have to keep track of this stuff ourselves. But yeah, when we're out there,
where did that guy come from? From a lap down.
See on the right side there, I got.
We're
gonna follow Rick Johnson as he tries to come back up through the field.
How does he do that? I don't know. I don't even ask that question anymore because I just know he's going to do it. A relentless beast that 50 is. He's grabbing that steering wheel with two hands, I guarantee it. Greg Palmer, Emerson, Lake, and Palmer. Welcome to the show that never ends. We're so glad you come inside.
Remember, he is tail end. Remember, he's tail end, Milty. The leader is the 83 right now.
Boy, he needs to get that lap back then. But we got to get some TV time.
With the Notre Dame colors up front. But you say Matt Watkins grabbing the wheel with two hands. This is the point where I'm just cruising. We're halfway. He's sitting pretty there, P2. It's going to be probably
I can't drive like that, man. I'm a nervous wreck.
Nah.
That's probably part of my problem as they go by the.
Not at this track. We got the pace car out once again. Caution on the speedway.
So he's going to get his lap back there. Greg Palmer.
Yeah, he gets to go around the track. Yep, the old-fashioned way. He doesn't have to lucky dog it.
Yeah, EF Hutton. You earned it. Whoa, Watkins down on the inside there. Earned it.
And we see those cars ducking off and slowing. That's our rules here at FSB. Yeah, just past halfway. We carry our speed around to the backstretch here and slow down, wait for the pace car back there, rather than jumping off immediately. We see a car retiring there. It looked like the 19, perhaps, of Matt Ace.
That Stroker Ace there.
It looks like he just, I think he just done blowed up.
Stall there.
And that is what happened. The 19's motor just expired going down the backstretch.
That was the caution there. Tough luck for the new
Mr.
driver
Ace.
here. Welcome to FSB, and he blowed up. That sucks.
He's the new teammate there at Slingshot Motorsports with Greg Palmer and Jim Christopherson.
Well, that's a hell of a team to join.
Uh-huh.
I expect great things here from Broker Ace here in the future.
And I expect every single one of these lead lap cars to be pitting this time by.
Box.
'Cause you are in the window. And just to make me look like a monkey, Rick Johnson stays out.
Well, they pitted that last stop, so they're off sequence with the field. So they're continuing that. The 41 pitted, though, so his teammate did pit. So they're going multiple strategies here.
I see lots of splash and goes here.
Talking about this on their team channel, I guarantee it.
Greg Palmer there, having gone around, he gets to take 4 tires because he's got nothing to lose here. You see him center screen in the Notre Dame car. Looks like he actually only took the rights.
The In-N-Out Urge car there of Matt Stewart. He's solid in that front pack there. He's got skills, dude. I mean, he needs a breakout run here. There's so many of these guys that would like to get their first Friday night win, and they're definitely capable of it, and so is he. Some bad luck last year, but consistent top 10 ability in this pro league. And he's got a great sponsor. I love those.
Yeah, that's a great looking car.
Oh my gosh, they're good.
Well, I am going to take this opportunity to get myself a break and hand it over to you, Milty, Dan, and Danny.
Right on. Danny, man, 19 years of FSB. It's been a long time, but the story hasn't changed. It's still about strategy and teamwork in these super speedways. And these guys all got books, and they got, but that's the great thing about sim racing is it's never the same twice. So let's take a look here as we go through the field here. Guy we haven't mentioned, great, Winston Cup champion, former Winston Cup champion, Steve Weber, the big cactus, does what he does, and that's still right around the top 10 here. A great teammate for these Monsoon guys. They know what his consistency is, and that's always being in the fight. You don't do nothing special, nothing crazy, but knows how to position himself for the end of these races. And guess what? He knows how to position himself right behind his teammate, 15 and Matt Watkins. Will Farmer, top 5, 6 all night. We've talked about his potential the last several years before he got a driver's license, and now he's got one. I think he's 18 now, and we're starting to see. I expect him to start to blossom. I think this is going to be the guy that going to come out of nowhere and shock the world here this year at FSB.
He's already got himself a Super Speedway Series championship, and he is our Sunday night Piston Cup Series admin.
Yeah, there's a lot, with the broadcast only being on Friday nights.
Yeah, we race every night
these
here.
Guys being pros, and winning races. They're winning races. I mean, there's like 5-6 nights a week, or 7.
6 now. We don't race Saturday
6,
nights,
okay,
but yeah.
so pretty much typical for probably the last 10, 12 years of races you can run, and these guys are all winning races. But Friday night in the lights is, in my experience, those wins were a couple I got, 1 or 2, but they were hard. Everybody shows up with the gear and ready to roll. You got to win on Friday night is harder than any other series, in my opinion.
Absolutely. That was the one I chased the hardest, and
that maybe GTP.
And I celebrated. Yeah, you're a little biased there, buddy.
Yeah, I got 5 of those, I think.
Well, we got the pace car ducking off. We got the guy with the least fuel on the track on the point. That'd be Rick Johnson, and we're back to green. This should be interesting. 15 to go.
Rick Johnson is expecting another caution here. He's got to be.
I'm thinking that's what he's banking on. Because out front by himself, not having topped off. Oof, I don't know.
The rest of the guys behind him have no fear.
Yeah, everybody else, literally everybody else on the track can make it.
Well, last season on Friday nights, Rick wasn't aggressive like I've seen him in the past. So I feel like he's, taking a chance here. And he's also working it with his teammate, Chris Beckman here.
Keith Cordier, we didn't talk about him there all night. Right there in front of his teammate, Will Farmer.
Yeah,
Q4 for the 25 Lowe's machine.
25 car. The Lowe's car has worked his way up slowly and methodically. It's no more, let's be cool. It's business time here. Still a long way to go here. Still another stop.
Yeah, I should say, he couldn't make it. It's more make it on one stop is what I should have been clarifying there.
Yeah, so I think Rick feels like, they all got to stop too. I just need this to go long enough so I can make it to the end when we have to stop. He's taking that risk, and
I guess, it's a track position roll of the dice. He's going to burn more up front.
Who's going to start to think about that outside line? Still a long way to go right now, so they're all keeping it to the best. Nobody's trying to give anybody any inclination here. I think if you're back 8th, 9th place, got some teammates, you want to bring it out, let's do it. But they're not doing it. Right now, they're single file. Long way to go in this run, though. See guys sniffing out there, the tight car. Taking a look. Getting back in line.
And you're looking for that outside line. Here it comes.
Gately on the outside. Trying to build the outside line. He's got places to go. He's got a championship to defend. Can't do it from 15th place. We got to go. And Jeff Hale jumps out there in the tide car.
Can't do it from 15th place. But you also can't do it from your lid. So you just got to keep that car under him for one more pit stop.
Jeff, not sure what he's going to do here. Then there he goes, and then they pull out. Oh,
I think he's trying to entice that 90 to come with him.
Wow. He gets in line, and that's what you got to do. Now they're building that outside line. You build numbers on the outside line, you can make stuff happen.
Jeff Havoc looking good there in the 101 Coast Guard machine right there with this group.
We got to get some in-car.
Let's get on board Tower.
This right now, talking about it doesn't seem like it's that intense. You got to see what these guys are seeing here. Let's go in-car somebody.
Yeah, we're on board the 101 of Jeff Havoc.
This is what you see, double lines here. Ooh, they're going to do. Look how they're whipping around. 196 miles an hour. Wow.
Jeff currently 12th position on the outside line.
Jeff is,
Keith Cordier wants the lead.
Tower because he
used to work on towers.
Gigantic towers and testifying stuff that we could not even imagine.
But he's retired from that now.
Job, you know?
He got himself a job on the ground making signs now.
Yeah, he done his time. You know?
Absolutely. Got the artificial knee to prove it. He is hanging tough there on the high side with that group. Keith Cordier getting pushed around the track by Jeff Hale. Let's get up there in Jeff Hale's car. You can see he's just looking at spoiler. That's what he's seeing right now as he tries to push 25 car forward.
'53 of 80 here. In car with the 101. Look at
Actually,
that.
we're on board the 29 right now. Jeff Hale.
Right at the rear end of the 25 car trying to push him.
And you can see how they gain that momentum off the corner. And then they give it back kind of through the entry and middle of the next.
Steve Jones in the house there. That's my Donkey Bob teammate. He's from England, so it's really late in the morning, and he's still watching us live. Right on, brother.
Meanwhile, if you're down on the bottom line, like say 41 of Chris Beckman,
well, you can't
see how these cars bounce around.
You know, I mean, it's like here.
We're bouncing around. Matt Watkins knocked below the line, gets back in. Looked like Jeff Hale wanted to try and make a hole there, and it just wasn't happening. They're three wide in the short chute.
Steve Jones, he's pretty actually famous. Space Brothers. Yeah, they're pretty good.
Keith Cordier got hung out like the laundry. He is going backwards.
Wow, yeah, he did. I mean, the outside line got hosed right there. It's doggy dog time here at FSB, and you got to bite the bullet here, but Jeff Hale's going for the outside, looking for teammate help here. Nobody's. I mean, he's side drafted. Whoa, real close. Contact with the 41 there. No foul, no blood. You don't think these guys aren't serious, folks? You saw that intensity. I mean, of course, you don't know what it's like when you're not in the cockpit, but you get a view of that.
We got a view of the side of Slim Jim's car here, and we see that there is some damage to the 23, our defending champ, when he hit the wall.
England. Wow.
When he hit the wall
Come
on
on,
that pit
Steve,
stop,
you gotta stay up for the end
he
of this,
took
bro.
some hood damage.
Oh, no. It's still a lot of time here, but they're trying to work that outside line, but eventually you got to get back to the bottom because you're going to pit. But you want to make track position and then slide in, but good luck with that because these guys are dogs. They're not going to let you do squat here. So what are we looking at? It's pit stops
In two laps, you will be able to make it to the end, I believe.
Make it. Okay. If you haven't watched Shawn before,
my
Steve,
goodness. We're wrecking.
Oh, that was Slim Jim Gailey.
This is the big one. This is the big one.
The big one.
Everybody fears it. You know it's looming.
Oh my gosh. The 2020 ball champion. I think he got hit from behind. Oh, that was a hard lick. Oh my gosh. And that's the big one. They're crashing everywhere.
You're way behind.
Yes, I am.
And here we have it. They went 3 wide, and Webb and Slim got hooked.
Oh, my gosh. See that lick? The 23 hit the wall. Wiped out. Oh, my gosh. The 11. Oh, my gosh. That's why you want to be in front at this point. Track position. That's what Rick Johnson was looking at. He was foreseeing this like Yoda. And we're under caution, and I need some more beer here. I'll be right back.
Go on board with Bill Farmer, see what he saw going through there. See, there's just nothing. Track's clean. Oh, hard to the outside wall. Cars flipping all around him. Remember what I said, folks, earlier about how your reaction time, or complete lack thereof, is something that that translates 1-to-1 to the sim racing deal versus real. And there you see what I'm talking about. Let's go Highline here with on board with the 3 car. Yeah, that got the rocket for sure, dog, and we'll ride on board and see how he got in it. And it's not hard to imagine. He just tried to. That's all he could do is try and shoot the middle, and the hole closed up. And you got a great view of all these cars tumbling around.
Hey guys, I just got out of the infield care center here.
Oh man, Jeff Habak out of the infield care center, or in care center, as Milty might say. That was the big one, buddy. Glad to hear
It
you
sure
were
was.
okay.
Wasn't nothing I could do. But I don't think I regained my super speedway curse. I was doing rather well tonight. So
well, here we are riding on board with you, and we see you were right behind Slim after the initial contact. And yeah, there's literally nothing you could have done about that, bud.
I'm in here as well.
Upside down ground into the catch fence. Oh, and you got Slim Jim out of the car too. Slim, looked like you had a little issue on your pit stop there too. A little hood damage, but you were hanging tough, and then just got in there 3 wide and a little nudge, and it was on like Donkey Kong.
Oh my gosh, that was a
championship
hard lick,
defense.
Slim. Good thing it's not real.
I swear, I don't know. It got really narrow, and I thought I was where I needed to be. I'm not really sure what happened. I just know I'm not in the race.
I'd have to say you got tagged, and we'll just leave it at that.
It's kind of what I thought, but just wasn't sure. But,
it was just one of those right-hand turns that, well, you know, I mean, as a racing fan, we've seen that before in real life.
We've been in that. I've started that.
That was a hard leg, man.
As far as
a lot of cars.
As far as the pit, when we went into the pits and I slid into the wall, when I was coming up on the line, I was just trying to get all I could, and I was going to slide across the line with the brakes. As soon as I hit the brakes, it just shot to the left on me. Yeah,
if you have just the slightest bit of wheel turn, I found on this track when you're pitting, it'll wheel hop the rear end.
Well, it may have shown, my hood may have looked messed up, but it never showed any damage, so I was good.
You had a crease from what I could see.
I think it made me faster.
Yeah, there you go.
No, that was me on your tail end, Steve.
Oh, well, I appreciate that, Jeff.
Yeah, we got Ken Shea checking in chat, says, look at what I missed. And yes, that is the easiest way to miss the big one, is to not even be on the track. But you also don't score any points for that.
Well, you know, I don't know if he could even have made the race. I mean, the field was full. I mean,
yeah, it was a full server night. Slim, I have to admit,
bow out and not broadcast. You know, I mean,
Slim, I have to confess. You said to do what I want with you for your self busting in Michigan last night. So I put the broadcaster jinx on you, kind of half jokingly.
So it was you, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, tell him it was me. I want him to know it was me.
Well, thanks a lot, man.
Shawn, Milt, you guys do a hell of a job up here. Keep up the good work. I'm going to go watch the broadcast. I'm going to sign out.
All right, you gave it a great run there, Tower. Good job, bud.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that high line was getting some business done. Just didn't work out in the end. But now, absolutely everybody's going to be able to make it to the end.
Right now.
Probably stayed out for Dave Marcus' point.
Absolutely, yeah. Right on.
You guys have a good one, man. I'll see you next week.
All right, thanks, Slim.
All right,
Chris Beckman checking in too.
Champ. I can say that now.
And,
all right,
I'll say thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Actually, it's David Bowie's birthday and Elvis's birthday the same day today.
I didn't know that. Well, you know, we got some new guys want to make a statement here, and yeah, well. How about that Jeff Hale? You know,
he survived where his teammates got taken out.
A good friend, and it'd be his time tonight. Been a long time since he's got a Friday, but we know what the 29's capable of.
Hale's out there, but he's lost 2 of his teammates in that wreck.
Well,
he does still have Ryan
Johnson.
Johnson.
To this point, and you got 17 to go, then you don't really care, because it's pedal to the metal right now, man. We all know this. People watching in the live chat, people are going to watch it tomorrow, and the drivers and everything in between. It's, maybe it's been a little quiet, We haven't been that excited, like doing a lot of talking, blah, blah, blah. But guess what, man? We're getting ramped up right now, because this is going to get seriously busy right here. Will Farmer, you think he doesn't want this win? Does he have a Friday night win? I don't know.
I don't know that he does.
But he do want one. And
tell you what, Matt Watkins is on
And
him
then
like
you
hot
got
pants on a
that
cheerleader
guy.
right now.
You got the young future star, and you got the veteran who's still young, Matt Watkins, all over his tailpipe. And then you got the grizzled veteran in the 29. What I've seen from the 29 is I've seen, all the stuff he's had to go through, personal, health-wise, his back, and back on the track, and seeing the car language. I'm seeing the 29 now back to where when I used to race against this guy, and you feared seeing that guy behind you, and you sure as heck feared having him in front of you. Let's see how it pans out. Let's go. Come on. It's money time right now.
Danny Falcon says 52 has a plan. He always has a plan.
He always has a plan. You kidding me?
Well, you mentioned the youth.
Like mad scientists. I mean, he's my teammate now in iRacing, and I've never seen anybody do more laps in my life, you know.
They mentioned the youth of Will Farmer. He's surrounded by like centuries of experience right now, in front of and behind him. like combined
Greek gods, you know.
Combined centuries. These guys have been doing this since this game was brand new. Everybody that's around them.
Clash of the Titans here, folks. Let's go. You know, Will has just needed that right timing. I mean, he's won championships now in FSB. He's an admin, a well-respected young man at his age. Are you kidding me? When I was his age, he wouldn't even wanted to know me. You know? Guy is messed up.
Meanwhile, Ken Hansen's back in the picture here. He was lapped down early on, worked his way back up in the Coors beer can. He is trying to resurrect that high line, and not quite getting.
Where did he come from?
All the help. Well, he drove right through both those wrecks, and here he is back on the lead lap.
Well, here we go. This is the stud situation right here, and it's big.
Oh, Matt Watkins gets a huge chunk of apron there.
We saw, how close Chris got to the championship last year. Coming up here, talking to us, racing. You're getting to know the young man, probably close to my age, but I don't know. Everybody's younger than I am, except for Pops, Which it was great to see Pops on the track and running. People, you don't know all the stuff that it's been through, minor stroke and health problems, but clawing his way to get back on the track on Friday night. I mean, because it's what he loves,
I found him. He is currently 24th.
We all do. That's why we show up. Will Christopherson, dominated the early part of the race. Still right there. What's the 40 car going to do here?
Well, we've seen him win in exciting fashion on a super speedway Friday night before.
This is tailing down now, and
you see significantly few cars
work that outside line. When are they going to do it?
See, after those two big wrecks, there are significantly fewer cars in the lead draft, and Jim Christopherson has blinked out.
He has disappeared. Completely internet failure.
I would be really scared to be Chris Beckman right now. Hopefully, Jim Christopherson is pulled down to the bottom of the track if he's not already disconnected.
He's gone.
He gone? He's not officially disconnected yet, but he has not reappeared on the track.
Welcome to sim racing. That's like a blown motor.
Basically, that's how you have to treat it. It's like a blown motor, blown tire, or something like that. That just puts you out of the race. It's random. You got no control over it sometimes.
Jeff Hale is not concerned with that. He's all concerned about that dude behind him. Who's going to make a move here? Matt Watkins, he means business. Well, he didn't win the championship last year, so that's got to piss him off, because he usually wins pretty much everything, so you don't want to make this guy mad,
I don't know. When Slim won that, I don't think there was a single person that wasn't happy with that.
Absolutely. I mean, and he earned it, and he could have had the chance, he could have probably had 10 more of them.
Yeah, the 40 car has officially dropped connection. A tough break there for Jim Christopherson, who was looking to give it a good run tonight.
This has got to get serious here. Guys are not going to go single file. They got to go. What are they going to do? Teammates? No. Will Farmer taking a look, trying to insinuate he's got the veteran behind him. Too early right now.
Way too early to make the move. He knows it.
Absolutely. I'm thinking 4 to go. You got to start pushing it. 2 to go because it might be too late.
Well, 4 to go. Next flag ends it, so that's definitely the time to start trying to figure out what you're going to do.
You got to look in your mirrors, see who's going to. Those guys, 5th or 6th place, got to show themselves, and of course they want to win a championship too. So top 5. I don't know. I'm seeing Rick Johnson right behind his teammate. I think those are the guys that are going to make a move here. Rick Johnson and Chris Beckman are going to do something here. Here comes the outside line. They got to pick him up. This is the time to do it. Rick Johnson's got to pick that line up. He knows this kind of racing more than I do. Nothing yet. Here we go. Work that outside line. Come on. Somebody get out there. Unless you want to just finish where you're at and be cool with that. That's not much of a show. Put a show on here. Come on, guys. You got to get out there. Brian Lamb's trying to do it. Brian Lamb, road racer. He's right up in there trying to get somebody to do it.
Problem is, nobody wants to be the one that starts it and gets hung out.
Well, what are you going to do? Worst, you're going to finish his top 10.
Oh, look at this. Rick Johnson's backing him up. He's building the run off of 4.
Come on, you guys. I mean, what the heck are you doing?
Well, now we're coming up on that 4 to go window we were talking about.
What did Herm Edwards say? We play to win the game. So win this thing. Win or die. I mean, this is Daytona. It's not, you're not going to bleed. So win this thing. Go for it. Somebody stick it out there. Come on.
We're coming down to it. He's going to be brave enough to stick a nose out there because Jeff Hale, I call him the Pied Piper because wherever he goes, the rest of the field goes.
That 15 guy, he's not going to do that. But he wants some help. Doesn't have teammates, but he doesn't care. He's going to go. In my experience, in this league, there's 2 guys that I watch. The 52 and the 15. And when they go, I go. And and the 41's right behind the 15, and so is the 52. They got a plan. They're not going to sit here and say it's okay and live with it. 77 of 80. Here we go. Here we go. It's going to happen.
They're coming back to 3 to go this time by.
They are not going to do that. I guarantee it. 9 back there. He's thinking, I'm going with them.
Give a call to Greg Palmer, too, fighting his way back to the lead lap the hard way, and he's here in this lead pack at the end.
And if they all bail, they're going to bail on the 29. They can smoke him. You know, I mean...
He should be a sitting duck right now. The problem is...
You got 10 cars there. You got to do something here.
Problem is nobody's brave enough to do it right now.
Well, they're not stupid enough, because that's why I've lost so many races.
Yeah.
I'm definitely brave, but you got to do it now.
All right,
I would
down to
think
2 to
4
go.
laps. Now we're down to 2 laps.
2 to go
Now
this
you gotta
time
go.
by,
You
and
gotta
it's
stick it out there and
time to
gotta
choose
hang it
between
out
points
there,
or glory.
man. Hang it out. Hang it out.
Jim Christopherson has reconnected, but he's going to be many laps down.
Oh, are you kidding me? Gonna be sheep here and go bad. End up at the line. Let's go. Come on. Oh, go, go. And the places to go are out of turn 2 here and get a run. Stick it out there and have a plan. And you got 2 teammates there. They're not planning nothing. Come
White
on.
flag in the air. It is literally now or never.
Go!
Johnny
Go!
Doucette
Here we
wants
go.
some...
Somebody's coming out.
Yeah, that's at the back of the pack, though.
That's
not going to have the
on,
effect.
man.
There comes the accordion effect off 2.
Go!
Will Farmer's trying to gap the 29.
What are you doing? I mean, go!
Will Farmer gapped the 29. He's going to try and make the run here into turn 3, which is not where you ideally want it.
Too late.
Looking high. No, it's not too late. It's
Here we
not too late. He's
go.
got the
Here we
push. He's
go.
got the push. He's got the push.
Too late.
It's too... Oh, and they're wrecking across the line. Matt Watkins, driver's side door into the wall.
Man.
Well, it wasn't too late. He just didn't have as much help as he wanted. And so he's going to bring it home second, I believe.
And I don't know. I want these guys in the trailer after the race. Because I need to talk to these guys. You got to get it together here, bro. Great win for Jeff Hale. How about that? Another one
Jeff
of those
Hale, your
guys
winner.
that you just love.
Will Farmer P2 and the
Will
15 of Matt
P2
Watkins.
on the podium. But I'm going to grill these guys, dude. I'm telling you. But, I guess, risk takers, life, heartbreakers. I don't know. Great win by the 29 there. Wow. It's easy to sit here from the chair and say how it should be done. Hailstorm. Yeah. And this is a huge win. It's been a long time since dude won the Friday night, and
Yeah, he's had some really terrible
class
luck.
act, great friend, good dude, been through a lot. This is a great win for the 29 here, and he earned it.
Yeah, so once again, Jeff Hale, your winner. Will Farmer second. Matt Watkins third. Chris Beckman, Rick Johnson, teammate duo there, goes fourth and fifth. Followed by Ryan Johnson, no relation, in sixth. Ken Hansen, Dave Jandry, Greg Palmer, and Johnny Doucette were your top 10, rounding out that top 10 pack there. Actually, Brian Lamb was 11th on the tail of that pack. Brian Den, nice 12th place run there, leading that second pack in the 11 car. And you see all these guys the rest of the way back. They were all damaged. We had 2 big ones. Took out a lot of this 40-something car field tonight.
As expected, as they do for real.
38 cars are officially scored.
A lot of clean racing, and it's pretty much like you're watching on TV. And look at that, Jeff Hale. Dude's got to be excited, man.
Absolutely.
Lest we not forget how big this is for the Tide team and for Jeff Hale. That's a great win.
So
and you want those guys to, like, I don't know what I should do. And part of that was him, intimidation of taking that lead and holding that bottom line. Been there, done that. That's the, you're making everybody else have to something different, and they couldn't get it done. So Will Farmer got right in behind him, and it's a great finish for Will, and on the podium with these veteran studs, with Matt Watkins, from the rear to the podium. What's new?
Yeah, so if you could go gather up our podium finishers here, I'm particularly interested to talk to Matt Watkins and find out what happened at the start of this race.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So, and Ryan Johnson got the points updated, which is, of course, the finishing order. The only thing different is who got bonus points and who didn't. And you can see Chris Beckman ends up in a tie with Rick Johnson, probably because of most laps led, I'd say, for Rick Johnson. He was up there for a while. And again, 38 cars scoring points tonight. Basically, there's a reserved spot for the server. There's me and Milty. So we had pretty much a capacity crowd there. It was just fantastic to see. So great to see this game still alive 18 years later. People coming out. Thank all of you guys for coming out. We got Tom Jackson back in the chat after getting smashed in that big wreck. Tough break there, Tom. Sorry about that. But thanks for tuning in. Of course, Brad Otto. Yeah, Dog, Mama Gately, Ken Shea, Danny Falcon, of course. All you guys. Would love to see you week in and week out. Keep that interaction with the chat going. It helps get the channel recommended and grow us. We don't do it for money. We just do it to promote FSB, the league we love, and you saw tonight why that is. These great guys have been around for years. Milty's taking a while. I can see he's drinking beer and shooting the bull with his podium finishers. We'll get them up here soon. Meanwhile, I might as well look at what next week's event is. Got so many windows, I forgot where I was looking. So I have a check next week's schedule. Going forward, the next couple weeks, we got Dover, a personal favorite track of mine. Had a lot of success there on the tire eating concrete. Homestead 2013 night. We got Chris Beckman checking in the chat too. Great run there, Chris. You just need some help there at the end. Let's see, Michigan, where we just ran the trucks. That'll be on the 29th to close out the month. And on the 5th of February, we'll hit the road course at Watkins Glen. Bristol getting on the schedule this year as our 6th race of the year and the midway point of season 39. Meanwhile, we've got Matt Watkins joining us here, our 3rd place finisher. And right off the bat, I've got to know what happened about lap 5 that you pitted and lost yourself a lap.
So I wanted to get out of the pack and just chill for a second. But by doing that, I got back in the pack. Even worse. So
Yes, you did. You
it
got
was
swallowed
not
up
the
by
best
it.
decision I've ever made in life, but I made it, and it happened.
Okay, I was like, by the timing of it, I was like, did he get a penalty on the start of the race
No.
somehow, or was he fixing a piece of equipment?
I was like, I just want to get a pack and chill. Yeah, I did. But I got back in the pack. I was like, probably shouldn't have did that, but I did it.
Yeah, there's ways to do that without losing
You're
a lap.
right.
Dale Jarrett used to do it every single time they came here. He'd drop straight to the back. No matter
I need
where
to
he
watch what Dale
qualified.
Jarrett did, because what I did not work. But
Well, it did kind of, because you survived and he came home third. So tell us about the rest of that uphill battle there to be challenging for the win at the end.
yeah, just a little bit lucky pit strategy. I stayed out when Webb did.
I missed that. What the hell happened?
Yeah.
To you?
He did it
I
on
did
purpose
some
to get to the
things.
back.
Yeah.
That's
but,
what I thought. He does everything on purpose.
Yeah. But I just got lucky with pit strategy. I followed Webb, and then we got some cautions, and I got up there, and I told Will I was going to push him. I wanted to see a first-time winner, so I was like, I'm going to push you, maybe. And we almost got there, but it was exciting at least. And good job to Jeff. He made some good moves there and got up front and won, and did a hell of a job. And good job to Will. And also shout out to Pops. He had a tough off season, but he's back here and racing with us. So
Absolutely,
we were see that too.
Yeah,
Very
no
nice.
We were
shit.
thrilled to see him out there.
Horrible off season, but
no kidding.
That's Pops, man. He's
We were thrilled
a
to see
badass.
Pops out there. We were thrilled to see Bubba Razor out there
He's on
with
the
his
track.
health
Yeah,
issues.
Bubba.
Out there.
Just, man, Taker. They're my heroes, man. Definitely.
Absolutely. Well, great job, Matt. That's a good point start to the season. Try not to make it that hard on yourself. Or actually, you know what? Do that every week. Do it every week. It was entertaining for us.
Okay.
Will Farmer missed it by that much. What you think you need there besides a little more push?
Well, I just want to say that although this might not be my first win, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is my first podium finish on a Friday night.
I don't think
since
so.
You've been doing the broadcast. No?
I don't think so.
I don't remember being up here. Maybe a third. Maybe.
Yeah,
but,
that still counts.
It's been a really, really long time, and it's I'm just really happy to be able to be here. I was really happy with second, and like Matt was saying
great
earlier,
race all night. You were
yeah, you stayed there pretty much the whole time.
Part racing. When you get beyond that 29 guy, especially the way he ran tonight, that was vintage Jeff Hale.
I know, I've raced with him before at this track.
Passing the Pied Piper at a super speedway.
And I was talking to still like, you guys need to pass him. You need to go high line, but easier said than done.
Yeah, Milty was coaching you guys all the way around the track, and you clearly weren't listening.
Well, the problem was, and we were talking about this in the race channel there with all the guys after the race was over here briefly. And Ryan Johnson said it best. He goes, "Yeah, I tried to go up into that high line, and all you guys dumped me."
You did.
And that happened. That happened numerous times throughout the night. I saw people go up and people go down. And I saw a couple people try to make runs. There was a couple times where I thought, you know what, I should make a run. There was one time Keith was in front of me, Keith Cordier. He was in front of me. I go, Keith, you better get up there. That's your chance. It was Keith, Slim, and I think Mark decided to push and Slim. I was like, that is the run right there on the high side. You got to get that. And then he went up there.
That's what I was saying at the end of the race. I wanted to see that.
And it just didn't happen up there. And so Matt Watkins was talking with me, and he goes, Will, you got to make this run coming out of turn 4. And I tried my best, but I know it maybe didn't look so interesting on the broadcast, and I'm sorry about that. But trust me, it was really interesting in this cockpit here.
I mentioned here in our lounge chairs and tell you how it should be done, but you guys were on the track, and I've been there, and it's easier said than done.
And I don't know if you guys know about the pit situation tonight, but we were very close to only taking a can and a half on the final stop.
That's what I was thinking.
So I figured.
That caution came out at just the right time. Otherwise, it would have been a huge gamble. And as I was actually going down pit road, my fuel window there defaulted to can and a half, and I was like, no, I don't want to do a can and a half. Run a caution. I'll lose the one spot to be good on fuel.
Yeah.
But it was a great
job there, Will.
A great show. And
congrats to Jeff Hale, really. Yeah. I mean, this guy was just up there all night, it felt like.
Yeah,
and
well, not exactly. He had to come from the back there, and for a while was with hooked up with. Actually, you were separated from the teammates. They had to come up to you, and so you got most of that done by yourself, and then your teammates got tangled up. So what did it look like from your seat?
First of all, I changed jobs, so wasn't able to race. My schedule's changed, so I can only race on Friday nights now. So yeah, I was pretty doggone hungry.
I was wondering where you were Tuesday and Thursday. I thought maybe you missed the memo on the season start.
That's bad news for the Bears. If you can only race Friday nights, you guys better watch out. Because it's race 1, P1, and dude, you're the most humble dude. I think you and Slim both are such humble guys, but you're a freaking badass, and you got to show it tonight. And I'm just so happy for you to show, how scared I used to be racing against you. Now I see it on the big screen. That's Jeff Hale in that 29 and in that Tide car, and he just won this race. And yeah, you know what? I raced against that guy, and he's a badass. Great job, dude.
Well, not just me, but everybody that I race around. Good, hard, clean racing. I know we got door to door there a couple of times, and have some pretty
and I
intense
apologize
moments,
for that.
But
I didn't even see you coming, man. I'm sorry. And then my teammate buddy Ed. He goes. Oh, Will, you're. He goes. Somebody just hit Jeff Hale in the door. I go. That was me. Sorry.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So, how confident did you feel there with no teammates in close contact on that last run there? Did you think you were going to get hung out?
Shawn was saying it was like, I
well,
think he's out to dry.
I always look who's behind me on these restarts, especially when I don't have teammates. And me and Matt go way back, and I know Will owes me at least 8 more races, so I figured I was in good shape tonight.
Well, you had the pedal to the metal and the action. They were all trying to figure out what to do behind you, and you knew what you needed to do, and that was keep it to the floor and hold that bottom line. And with all the wins, all the super speedway wins in the past that the fans, haven't seen on Friday night.
Yeah, the Tuesday night super speedway series still the most wins.
And we've talked about that in the broadcasts. How you say it?
Ad infinitum.
And now we get to see it displayed live on Friday night. So that's a badass win, man.
Trust me,
great job, Jeff.
I was in the mirror the whole last 2 laps, so I was just waiting. I was just waiting.
You don't look out the front when you're in the lead in the last lap at a super speedway. That's for darn sure. I've been there, done that. So great job, Jeff. Great job, of course, Will and Matt fighting all night, getting up there, putting on a good finish for us. It was a great race, huge field. I mean, we still had green flag stops, despite a few cautions there. A couple big ones.
There were no other spots left. I mean,
yeah, the server was packed. It was at capacity.
Made it, so
thanks everybody for coming out. Thanks everybody for watching.
Hope it happens
chatting with
week.
Us there. Yep. And next week we're at Dover. I was looking at the schedule while you were gathering up our podium. We go to the Monster. So one of my favorite tracks. Love that place.
Rick Johnson is going to be ready for that one.
Yeah. Look for Rick Johnson there. Look for all these guys there. These guys are all good, and that's why they're in the spotlight Friday night. So thanks everybody for joining us. Thanks of course Ryan Johnson, admin, getting on the points before we get to the post race here. Sam Young, our our league admin, our big boss man, keeping this thing going. Bill Farmer, Farmer Brothers Contracting, putting up the hardware again this year, I think. Right, Will? I hope so, because I didn't change the graphic.
Oh, yes, yes, we are still putting up the Farmer Brothers Contracting is putting up the hardware, yes.
Yeah,
very good.
Sorry,
Thanks for sponsoring that.
Dudes. You see the trophies behind me? Those are all sponsored trophies.
I got a couple up there too
from FSB. I mean, these guys are racing for hardware.
And of course, they'll see you next week. Thanks, Milty, for joining me like every week. There, couldn't do it without you, buddy. Or be a lot of dead air. And I think that'll put a wrap on it for tonight. He's a talker. Sometimes I gotta like lean in and shout to get through to him, like Milty, your replay's behind.
Shut up. Sit down. Shut up.
All right.
Broadcast. The show is the drivers and show us
and without Shawn, of course.
Our baby, and we love it.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us, and we're gonna sign off for tonight and catch you next week. Great start to the 2021 season. Looking forward to more.
You can watch this on YouTube. It's getting posted right now. You can watch it anytime, over again at your leisure. Drivers will be watching that. Families, it's there forever. So.
Yep, they're all there. They're all archived. I think I even organized them all into seasons in the off season there. Did a little housekeeping. So we will catch you next week. And for tonight, for FSB Racing Live, I'm Shawn Reap saying good night, everybody, and see you at Dover.
Get some.